Hello Epic Hero. If you're wondering why I eat in my videos sometimes, it's because I have no time. So a few days ago I did a video called 5 favorite female characters because femininity and positivity and there needs to be more female representation in media, and I go on and on and on about that endlessly. I know, because it's important, but I do stand for equality and I do care about men's rights too. They just have a lot of them. In my females in fiction video, I wore a dress for the first time in like months, which was very fitting. So it's probably odd that I'm actually wearing like a princessy feminine shirt. I probably should have worn something more masculine for the man-themed video. But I did. You see, I'm a woman holding a sandwich. Like if you get it. My top 5 favorite male characters. My favorite is Loki. My second favorite is Spock. And then you have Dr. Daniel Jackson from Stargate. And then you have Doctor Who. And then you have Merlin. All from sci-fi and fantasy. All pretty much the main characters. Not the most masculine men ever. Probably some of the most intelligent and gentlemanly characters out there. I'm not sure Loki would be that much of a gentleman, but as much as a psychopathic villain can be. So number 1 is Loki. He's a villain in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Very classic, psychopathic, British, sleazy villain, but much more nuanced than that. He has a lot more sensitivity and a lot more backstory, played by the amazing Tom Hiddleston. Just really well fleshed out character. And then you have Spock, who's the alien from Star Trek, who supposedly has no emotions. He does have some emotions because he's half human and he has to like control those. The humans aboard the starship that he's on, trying to get him to like express emotion and feel emotion, and he's always like, no, I will not. But like secretly he cares, you know? And then there's Dr. Daniel Jackson, who's on Stargate, and he's an archaeologist and like a really nerdy like scientist and historian and linguist. My favorite thing about him is that they'll go to new worlds, new alien worlds, and the new alien worlds are like based on like older cultures and things, and he will like value that culture so much. When he and then his partner, who's like this soldier guy, go and explore these new planets, the soldier's like, let's just blast our way through, and then Daniel Jackson's always like, no, we have to understand them. Doctor Who, pretty much a pacifist. He goes and he saves the world and adventures as best he can with science and wit, and he will kill, or if he like absolutely has to, but he really tries not to. And he's a Time Lord, which means he can travel in time and space, and he also regenerates. So every time he dies, he doesn't die, he just comes back with a new body. And then there is Merlin, who's the main character of the BBC family-friendly retelling of the Arthurian legends, and where all of the characters are teenagers. So Merlin is, you know, the wizard, but he's a teenage boy, and he is also super sweet and kind, and his sort of counterpart character is also sort of the jock guy, like Arthur. Arthur's like the super strong, cocky guy, and then his servant, which is Merlin, the magician, much more about books and intelligence and sensitivity and understanding. I've written more than my share of fanfics about them. And I guess at the end of the day, what I feel like makes up a good male character is the same traits that make up a good female character. Understanding, kindness, intelligence, and that's rare. It's not as rare as finding good female characters, but it is rare. There's more commonly just the hero that just shoots through a crowd or punches people and knocks them over, you know. And so positive, good male characters who represent sensitivity and that's okay, and that it's even good, and pacifism and understanding is also really important, and we don't have enough of. I did the thing. I made the male version too of the female video. Equality. Always remember that we are epic heroes a day and every day of our lives, and I'm gonna go finish the sandwich.